everybody, I'm here with a bit of a stationery update, just showing you the different journals that I'm using for the year of 2023. I know I've already shown this one, but I thought I would start off just by mentioning that this is the day planner I'm using for the year. This is the Magic of I day planner. It's a beautiful day planner. If you want to see the whole walkthrough, I'm not going to walk through again, but if you want to see the walkthrough, you want to see how I've updated it, I have both of those videos on my channel if you're really interested in that. But this is a day planner I'm going to be using for this year. But I'm going to show you some of the other books that I'm going to be working with as well for 2023. So that's the first one there. The second book I'm going to be using for 23 is actually a set here. So every year, actually almost every so often, I do the Artist Way program, which is a 12-week creativity course to kind of like get my creative juices going for the year. There's a whole series of books by Julia Cameron, and I'm wanting to work through a bunch of them, but I'm starting with this one this year, The Artist's Way, 12-week course to getting your creativity back on track and reclaiming your creativity. As you can see, this book is much loved. It's got exercises every week that you do. So that's just some of the book there. It gives you exercises to do each week. You're supposed to write, journal every morning, and then each week do something fun, take yourself out on an artist date. So for the exercises, I bought a new blue line journal here. I love these blue line journals. Get this, I'm lighting off. These are just really great. I love that they've got a handy pocket in the back to put a bunch of things. I have a whole bunch of just fun things back here. So you can put like stickers, whatever. They've also got stickers so you can, make little tabs. You can put a little label on the front. They've got an index here. And then I just have like my line pages that I can write on and do my different exercises for this particular program. And then for my morning pages, I like using these big 5-star notebooks. They have, I think, 300, 400 pages in them or something. They're huge because you're supposed to write 3 pages each morning. So one side. So it's not like 6 pages, it's 3 pages. I also like to write a page of affirmations as well each morning. And that takes me about like 20 to 25 minutes. And so I fill this up like fairly fast. It's got these pockets too, so I can kind of like put little things in there. I tend not to keep these, even though I write in them a lot of days. I wouldn't say I write every day. I do try to write every day. I write most days, because it's just brain drain. Like it's just daily stuff. It's nothing, I don't know. I don't feel a need to keep them. I mean, I think some people keep them, but it's just, to me, it's just brain drain. It helps me to clear my mind. So that's why I don't keep them. So these are the books that I'm using for the Artist Way stuff. All right, so next group of journals are sort of more have to do with like creativity and spirituality. This book here I got at my local bookstore where I work, and I just saw it and I had to have it because it's got unicorns on it and it's so beautiful and floral and flowery. And then I bought it and was like, well, what am I going to use this for? And I have a cat that's about to interrupt me, which is adorable, but, it's just your regular lined kind of notebook. Hey, Ginger. Yes, you are very lovely. Everyone loves you. So, and I thought, you know what? I think I might like to use this for recording some of my ideas and thoughts around writing. One of the things I've always wanted to do is write a novel, and I bought a book that actually has some exercises to get you thinking about your story and plot and characters, and I thought that this might be a perfect journal to put that in to inspire me. And I don't know, this makes me think again about being a 10-year-old girl. So I really love this, and I'm going to be working with this one. The next book I have is, and again, we have a cat interrupting, is my premium sketchbook. I use these as sketchbooks. This is my favorite brand. I still haven't taken the plastic off. I probably should. I try to kind of work through one each year. I was pretty bad about doing that last year, but this year definitely one of my goals. This is I had to remove the cat. As lovely as he is, it just was getting impossible to film. So this is a sketchbook with 192 pages. I like the weight of the paper in this particular kind of sketchbook. I find moleskin sketchbooks, the paper's just too thin. I like this because this is more like the art sketchbook kind of paper. Whereas moleskins, yeah, it's just, I just find it too thin, and I like these over the spiral ones. I don't know, there's just something about a bound book that I really like to work with. I know a lot of people do on both sides. I tend to only really do on this side because I find with pencil, it often like transfers a bit to the other side. And so I like to have a clean thing here and then maybe have some notes or something about it over there. So that's kind of my plan for this particular book. All right, and then I have for my kind of grimoire or my spiritual book, I have this beautiful, gorgeous journal. Again, I saw this and couldn't pass it up. It's Josephine Wall. You know, probably a lot of you have seen this particular image. I love too, there's sort of like, it's textured, like some of these are sort of raised, like the butterflies, the dragonfly, they're all sort of raised. So it's got this lovely sort of like tactileness to it. This is the back here, just with some information. It's got beautiful gold leaf on there. I mean, I can't resist a gold leaf, right? That's it inside. And then I've already recorded some stuff. Like I have my rune reading for the year here. I just have some notes as well. And so, yeah, I use these for recording readings, recording spell work. I have, you know, I'll pull a card, say on a Sabbath, and then I'll write about that card, write about what I think it means, and then I'll go back and sort of reflect on it. So this is going to be my, whatever you want to call it, Book of Shadows, Book of Mirrors, whatever you want to call it for the year 2023. And then the last book that I have here is again for, this is for music. It's just like a grid, just like a simple grid one. It's a blue line. This one isn't spiral bound, it's like bound. And this is where I just, if I'm working on a song or something, I will write down, I'm not a super technical musician, but I'll write, if I'm working on a song, I will, of course, like write down what chords I'm using, maybe what the rhythm is, along with recording it on my phone. So I kind of will go back and remember how to do it again. So it's really just for writing down music stuff. I like the grid, you know, for doing that for some reason. So yeah, it's just, again, plain notebook for doing that. So those are the notebooks I'm working with. I have a writing notebook. I have an art note, like sketchbook. I have to go dig it up. I know I bought a while ago a watercolor paper pad as well for doing some artwork too. But I have my sketchbook, I have my writing book, I have my music book, I have my spiritual book as well, and I have my journal, my daily journal, and my book for doing exercises for the Artist's Way. And so those are the journals that I'm using this year. I'm going to show you the pens I like to use as well. These are my favorite pens. I've taken one out of the pack. It is the Uniball Vision roller pens, and they come in all of these lovely colors. So there's like, I don't want to take them out because they'll spill everywhere, but there's like a green, there's like a red, and then this is like a scarlet red, like a darker red. There's a bright blue, like a light blue. There's a pink, there's a dark purple. There is a dark blue, navy blue, and a black. So I like these because they are, they're like an ink gel pen where it's just like, it writes so smoothly. The colors are so beautiful, but they don't kind of like clump up or have those, you know, air pockets the way that some of the gel pens have. They write really smoothly and lovely. I really love these particular pens and have bought them for years and continue to use them. So let me know what sort of stationery you're working with for this year. What journals do you work in? Sketchbooks? Also, like what your favorite pens are. I love stationery stuff. Let me know. Again, thank you to my patrons for supporting me. And if you're interested, you can always, of course, go check out my Patreon if you want to see what I have on offer. I also have readings on my Etsy shop as well. You can check that out too. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching and for all your comments and support. You guys are the best. And as always, peace and love and rock and roll. Whoop. Okay. Hey, Judy.